Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have the shop full of snowblowers. It's been like that for 2-3 months. I've got a snowblower in here with a Tecumseh engine, and when you go to engage the electric starter, it makes a crazy grinding noise. I want to show you what it's doing, give you possible causes before I take it off and actually have a look, and then we are going to fix this problem together. Okay, here it is on an MTD snowblower, Tecumseh engine here. I've got it plugged in, and let's spin it over. I will keep the switch off because I don't want to start it in the shop, but I do want you to hear the noise that it makes. See how loud that is? It shouldn't be that loud. The starter on these, if you follow the cord, is right underneath the fuel tank. There it is. Now, before you take anything apart here, what you want to do is go under the starter and tighten up the 2 bolts right there. You'll need either a 3/8 wrench or a T30 Torx screwdriver. If the bolts are loose, it can cause this problem. The bolts are tight on this one, so it's not the problem. What you want to do also is grab the starter and make sure it's not all loose. This one's nice and tight so the brackets are not broken. Sometimes the brackets break and it'll cause the starter to get loose like that, or the bolts get loose and it breaks the bracket. Vice versa, whatever happens. It doesn't matter which order, but these are the problems I usually encounter. What I think's going on today, I think some teeth are missing from the starter gear. On this machine here, you can replace the starter gear. If that's the problem, I'll show you exactly how to do that. So I will remove the starter using a T30 Torx screwdriver by taking off the 2 screws at the bottom. And I'm going to use a 1/4" socket just to get these 2 screws off the starter switch. Now these can be on quite tight. Not too bad today. Now if you can't get them off with the Torx screwdriver, just grab a wrench, open-end wrench, 3/8. You'll have a bit more leverage that way. Now, once you get the screws off, the starter will just slide down from shoulder bolts that are on top here. And then just bring it around. And what do you guys think? I think it's the gear. It is. I've seen this hundreds of times. So that's what I'll be doing today, and this problem will be fixed. Let's get that switch off right here. 1/4" nut driver works well for this, or a Phillips screwdriver. Okay, let's take this to the vise. Works better in a vise, guys. Now, don't tighten it up too much in the vise. You don't want to break the inside here and cause problems. So to do this job here, I'm using the Tecumseh starter tools. I think I've done a review on them. I will put the link in the video description so that you know what part number it is if you want to buy the tools to do this. First you got to get this off. Now what I'll do is spray some deep creep on those parts on top. You can use WD-40, anything you want. It just makes them easier to remove and make sure they're not seized. Don't spray too much, just a bit. You want to make sure this can move because you have to get this little pin out of here. Now if you don't have the Tecumseh tools, you might find it hard to get this little retaining clip here out because it has to be stretched. This is the tool here. You can see where the pin or clip will go into this part of the tool. So what you do is you unscrew it. And what you want to do is have the claws here go right here on the clip. This is where the 2 claws must grip at the end of the clip. And once you've got it lined up, you want to tighten this up. And here's a view from the top. And now as I tighten up the tool, you'll see the clip expand. If it comes off, just back off and go back in. clip is reusable. I will be reusing the same clip. Now you want to keep the clip nice and straight. You don't want it bent out of shape too much because it'll be hard to put back on. So this part came off. Now you have a spring. Now you get your gear off and make sure that this part here moves freely. If this is jammed, your starter will not work. So I'll leave that the way it is. I'm not going to put some lube in there because it can get on the rubber of the gear and make it not work properly. So here I've got a good used gear that will just go on. The spring goes back on. This goes here. And the retaining clip will go back on. And I'll just hit it with a brass hammer. And now with this tool here, what you do is you squeeze it. Now if you don't have these tools, you can still do it, guys, but it might take you a lot longer. You can use regular pliers to do this. Now this clip has to be squeezed enough so that this part here goes right up. It's not squeezed in properly. I may have to kind of adjust the clip here. And I will actually go in with my snap-on needle nose pliers here. There, you want it up like this. And it's got to be loose like that. So now this will work. And last but not least is I put a new cap on there. It's actually important to have a cap on there because if you don't, a lot of moisture gets in. And over time, your gear will be seized on the shaft. So this cap here is part number 33451. Now they're a bit tough to put on sometimes. If you're having a hard time getting it on, just actually heat it with a hair dryer or a heat gun. It makes it a lot easier. Then I pound it with a rubber mallet and it'll clip in there, and that's it. Okay, now when you install your starter, you want to get the two grooves here into the shoulder bolts right here. There's one here and one further back. You slide that in, then you put your two bottom bolts. Just like that. Now I'm going to put some blue Loctite on the two bottom bolts. Very important to do that, and check those bolts every season. They do tend to get loose quite quickly on these machines and you can end up with a lot of problems. Now you can go back with your 3/8 wrench if you want, but make sure you got that Loctite on there. And then just finish off the starter switch here on top of the engine. Okay, the starter's on, guys. I'm going to plug that in, and I'm pretty confident it will be a lot smoother when I go to start up this machine. Let's do it right now. Okay, let's crack the door open. I will start up the machine this time. Okay. Now I'll spin it over with the switch off. See how much quieter it is? That's what you want. So again, guys, always make sure the bolts are not loose under the starter. I've seen threads get damaged, stripped, etc. just from the bolts going loose. I've also seen the brackets on these starters get destroyed because they were shaking back and forth because the screws were loose as well. Always remember to check that before your screws get loose, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.